so let's take a look then. Could try and get on there. Same with the other side. Let's just chisel it out. Oh, it's hot, hot. So that's one side there. Okay, that's one side we can get on. Okay, let's have a look at the other side. There we go. Sweet. Now we've got enough flat area that we can actually get onto this. Now I've already taken this off. This is dry, this towel rod, or that's turned off. I'm not sure. Either way, let's go see if we've got whatever that is. It's going to be 10 mil, isn't it? 10, I would have said. Okay, right. Let's walk down to the van. I'll show you all the boiler and stuff in a minute. But first I want to see if we have got anything for that now. I've got a 10 mil pipe. That is, I think that's 10 mil. But I've got a funny feeling the only adapters I've got aren't 10 mil. No, they're not. That's like 12 mil. Which I don't understand why I've even got them. They're way too big. I don't even know what size that is. I don't even know why I've been sent them on a delivery. So I never ordered them. It means we've got to go off and get that. So I've got pipe. I always keep a roll, a big coil of it. So we got that. So let's keep that in the pocket so we can take that to the merchants with us. Double check that sizing. So we want our 10 mil cutters. 10 mil. So got them. Let's go have a look at the boiler. So that's the actual house there. This is an annex. There's a big physical gap between this and the actual house. And here is the boiler. Oil fired. There is a light in here. Let's pop that on. So it is pressurized. They haven't lost all the pressure. So we don't really have to touch that. Now, the boiler is on, so we could flick it off there. I don't know if I want to flick it off. What's annoying me is looking at all the valves, they're not very well labelled up. Annex, obviously, hot water, so it's got to be that one, but there's no valve on there. Oh, that turns nice. We could just turn the actual pump off. And that's not going to knock out the ignition or anything, as long as no one turns on. If we turn off the hot water, immersions, pump, hot heater, timer, pump, immersions, that one off. And then that's currently in the off position anyway. Right, should be able to just turn off the pump, and I think we should be okay. So rather than having to relight that boiler or anything like that, it should do us if we just turn off the pump like that. And also it'll stop the boiler getting airlocks and stuff, because what we can do is vent and everything past it, so when we turn it on, it will just push the air around. It's been serviced because that's not full of water, so that's good. AAV up there, so a nice manual one, we love it. Right, Right, okay, let's go drain down. Oh yes, it's draining absolutely lovely. And we just cut it and pushed it on there. I do have some 10mm sockets. So, we got pipe, we got sockets. You're thinking, oh, maybe, you know what, I'll just unsweat the old ones. But I'll tell you why you don't use these. So that's fully engaged into the tail. So you can see that's literally how it is. Look, watch. Ain't nothing holding that on. It's not deep enough. It's not long enough, this. So that's why I don't use those. Oh, I'm just trying to think if I've got anything. I've got the push fit ones. Have I got the push fit ones? I think I have. Do they work on copper though? Let me see. Let me have a think about this. Have I found them? So 10mm, they are 10mm push fit, 15mm tails. We are going to use them. Don't actually have the sockets. I've just looked. Oh, but if I dug about, I might be able to. Look, there's no point wasting any more time trying to find them. Let's go and just get some. By the way, welcome back to Professor Plumb YouTube channel. You are watching Professor Plumb. We are doing plumbing, obvious. I sounded like David Brent when I do that, don't I? Obvious, isn't it? So obviously today, I wasn't meant to be doing this job. This job is not booked in. I was working next door. And next door had a concealed cistern, which I filmed for short form content. So if you want to check out any of my other social media accounts, you can. Here they are on screen, right here. Here's one, here is two. I think we just hit an apple tree. Okay, we're only just hitting the branches. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good. So this is a beautiful estate. That's where I was working, just there. A beautiful estate. It's on the grounds of a residence called Art Gallery. Would have been a residence way back in 1700s called Compton Burney. There it is. You can literally see it from here. So it's on the grounds. It's like a super secure private estate, little gated community. And yeah, I was working for a customer that I worked for previously, and now he goes, oh, my neighbour wants you to come and have a look. I've had a look and I thought, do you know what, let's just do it. So I've got the camera out, we're doing a YouTube video. Sometimes that's how it works, because I looked at it and went, that's going to be bullshit, that job. And that's what you guys like. You like it when I'm doing bullshit work and I'm going, and the reason I am doing it today is because I've had a nightmare. So they have closed the main road between Stratford and Chipping Norton, which is basically where I work. Yeah, the whole road between the main road is closed, so you have to go back roads to get anywhere, which is all well and good until you go on the back road and there was a massive car accident. Now, God bless, I hope them people are okay and all the rest, but it meant that the only other road in and out was closed. So I didn't get to that job until 10 o'clock. No, not even later than that, probably about 11 o'clock. And I set off at 8 o'clock this morning. So yeah, nightmare, right? Now I've been there, I was there for about, I don't know, hour and a half, putting in a concealed cistern. And I'm out this way, and I'm out the way of where I usually work, and I'm thinking, right, let's stay in this area, we'll do that job, and that will be the rest of the day today. So, yeah, so we're doing that. He did say his gardener was the one who bent over the pipes and fixed it. And his gardener suggested to him that it'd only take a plumber 2 hours to fix it. Great. I was just like, get that 2 hours out of your head, right? forget that. Don't listen to that. Because if that's your expectation, you ain't gonna be great, mate. Ain't gonna be great. Because I will not live up to that. Especially with all this roadworks. Oh, let's go. Screen. Went to Wosley, and it's actually, it weren't too expensive. So I've got a fair bit of 10mm stuff. So I've got some elbows, we got some straights, we got some reducers, we got basically everything we could ever possibly need on this job, and some extras obviously for future jobs. So I'll put them in the middle compartment of this, because that's a bit like a bit of everything. I've got some crossovers in there and all sorts of crap. So right, let's get back to that job. Right, so we're back. I've got some 10mm pipe. We'll just cut a little bit off, that's all we need. A bit of wire wool, 10mm cutter, everything else is now inside. So let's go and have a look. Okay, so I've had a little think on this one. Obviously that's going to be far too high, unless I chisel out this. No, so what I'm going to do is, we got way up. Okay, hang on a minute, why is that? No, seriously, what the fuck? No. I'm sorry, but what the hell? He's giving me... they're 10 to 12, aren't they? Shit. Fucking knobhead. Ain't gonna work. They're useless. Wait a minute, there's the coupler. What the fuck? I've never seen, have you guys ever seen that? Look at that coupler. I've just picked up a dodgy coupler. That's just, right, okay. Okay, there we go. That's better. That's tight. That's tight. What the hell? It's way bigger. That's strange. I've got no idea. Is that weird fitting or? I don't know. Right. So first of all, cut a bit of 15. We're just going to make a tail. It's too long. We can cut it down, obviously. We're going to just get these put into the radiator valves, and then we can see we can basically just cut them too, working our way backwards, I suppose. Okay. There you go. Alright, let's take that off. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's clean up that bit of pipe. Clean that one up. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Beautifully polished. Right. There we go. That one on there. Push that back in there. We might have to cut that back a little bit more. So we want an elbow. So we don't actually want that. Straight up elbow. There. Let me just test fit this, see how it goes. That'd be great if we don't have to cut anything. I don't think we do. Yeah, Sweet.
Did you want that nut, or have you bought another one?
Oh, I've brought another one. I've got, yeah. Okay, soldering time. Let's see how well this one takes. So a nice low flame, and we're going to try to do the 10mm with a nice low flame. Start that joint there, because that's going to be the most awkward there. There we go. That's taken nice, that. That's taken, okay. Oh, I don't like soldering 10mm. 15. Easy. Easy. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that all actually soldered quite nice, to be fair. It felt good anyway. Try pressing 10mm. Shut up. You can't press 10mm, boys. Right. We'll give that a good clean up. Ow, that's hot. Throw that out there. Let's get some more wipes. So I do like using the wet wipes because that's super clean and you're not wiping old flux on, so I don't really like having a flux rag. I don't mind using these. Now if you did want to, you could keep reusing that. That's strong enough that you could keep wetting them and reusing them, but here's what it is. Right, so there's that. And now let's clean it up, see if we can get a nice finish on that. Okay. Now it is heating pipe work, so I put like more than I usually would put on for on-show pipe, I suppose, but it ain't bad. Right, now we've got to do that bit, which is a lot more awkward because we've got to sort of reach in there. I'm going to give it a good swap out. There we go, right. Because I don't want to, I'm kind of lying down and leaning in there as it is. I don't want to be resting on this. Right, now we can get in there. Okay, so same again, I've got to clean this. But also, when I cut it, you could have a little bit of water come out, so what I'll do is get the hose ready to put on it. There we go. Right, 10mm cut, and ooh, let's grab the hose pipe. So let's have a look. Like that. So we'll leave that to drip because it's not won't stop dripping at the minute. So they've made me a cup of tea. Don't worry, it's not an emic. My bloody favourite. Bit of Earl Grey. Oh yes, Char. Right. Shut up. I'm posh really. Not just posh houses are working, you know what I mean? I grew up with servants and stables and things, you know what I mean? I didn't. But I bloody love Earl Grey. So, I'm gonna find a nice little shady spot just to sit down and drink that quick. Right, catch me back in there. Look, it's sweaty, man. Whoa, it's hot today. Let's have a look. Should we see what it says on the clock? Let's see what it's saying. 29 degrees. You see it in there somewhere? Shut up. Shut up, you're not copyright. 29 degrees. Oh, dear. Ooh. Right, let me grab some backy. I'm gonna have a stogie. And then we'll go in there and we'll try and solder up. You just know it's gonna be a bitch to solder, don't you? Here's what it is, can't do nothing about it. Right. Ooh. Okay, so that must have used to curve out to that. So I'm actually going to chisel that back a bit. So, hammer and chisel. Very awkward this one. Right. Hammer, chisel. Get out. Oh, okay. That's that out anyway, isn't it? There we go. Well, let's give us plenty of room. Okay, so we got this one on. We're going to just try soldering that first. See how it solders. Don't know about this one. Yeah, you can hear there's some water in it, can't you? Ooh. I don't like turning up the heat on 10mm, but we are going to. Don't like it at all. So I don't like it when the flux don't hiss, because I do it because then you know that there's not any water in there. But right, My side looks great. Your side looks... yeah, I think that looks okay. Don't like it, don't like it. Right. So I'm kind of pre-preparing a bit of a tail. So it's awkward for me to see the angles on that, to be honest with you. So let's get that one on there. And what I'm hoping is I can like, right, so I know that's going into the elbow, so I can kind of line it up, push it back, mark it up, and then cut it. So I should be able to, right, as long as I keep that in line. Right, push that back in, make think as square as I can get on there, and then I can mark it on there, so then I can bring it round, see it, and hopefully cut it in line. So it's hard to... it's such an awkward angle to see if something is lined up, so... right. Cut that there. Right, so now, that piece I did earlier, put a elbow on there. Just get everything fluxed up, why not? Oh, come on, go in. There you go, right. That one there. Oh, come on, go on. Oh, 10mm pisses me off because it is in, it's fully engaged, right? We take that one off. And that, push back. Yeah, perfect. We can then put a mark on that. So where's my pencil? Mark on that one. Take that out. I can get that cut. Okay, that's fluxed. That's fluxed. That's fluxed. Right, elbow. Then have a go at me. I am fluxing inside of the fittings. Only because it's 10mm and I want to make sure this solder bloody runs right. So, push that in there. And that goes up on there. Okay. There we go. That's sorted. Right, here we go, lads. Let's turn that down a bit. We're going to start with the 10mm. See how it solders, I don't know. Literally can't fit both my arms in. So I've got a big long tail of solder. Oh, I've done an awful joint there, but I think it's soldered. I've got that set too high. I know I have, I know I have. There we go. Oh, bugs. Now I want to flick you off. There we go. Oh, it's shaking like a leaf. It's really difficult to get a good joint. Bollocks. Yeah, that one's okay. Okay, well, we got that one splat then. I don't know. Why is it splatting like that? No, I don't like that. See, it's like it's pushing air out. Shit. Oh, I might have to try resolder it. Would you? I would. Let's just try and just get it. See if we can get the solder to go nice and silvery. Yeah, we can. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Before you could hear it pushing air out, which ain't no good. Okay. That is probably my worst ever 10mm joint. You get an idea of how small it is when you see my fingers next to it, but right. On camera it makes that look like it's like 28mm pipe and it's huge. But it's not, it's just, that's 15, that's 8mm. Right. Okay. Oh, it does look better from my side, I must admit. Right. Let's turn these valves on now, but I believe they was both turned off. So, when we open these up, if there was some water in the radiator, it should be going into that pipework right now. So, that's that side on. Let's do the same with this side, if we can get that cap off. Oh, come on. You can hear it running, can't you? They have a... no. Come on. There we go, right. Oh no, that one does, look. So it was moving that, right. Yeah. It's nice and loose. What way is that facing? That way. Okay, so we didn't need to take that one off. Whilst that one's not the same, look, it's just round. Oh, that in there. Oh, come on, stay on. There we go. Right, I'll check the bleeds. I believe they're off. We'll just check that and then we'll go start filling up. That is definitely off. Right, let me jump down from here. Ooh. Seemed a lot long. It seemed like a bigger fall than it did on camera, right? Leave me alone. So back over to the boiler. Now it is a bungalow, so as long as they haven't gone through the floor, up to each tail, which I don't think they have. I think they've gone up to the loft and then dropped them down the wall. It means that we've only basically drained that one run down, plus obviously the pressure. So, let's go find out. Filling loop. Okay, that one's already on there. Turn that one. See if we can just get it up to 1 bar, I think. Everywhere's too sort of tight to get in on this one. Come on, 1 bar. Keep going, keep going. what we'll do is we'll get it up to 1 bar and then we'll go back over and we'll just check for leaks. Simple as that. Right. We're at 1 bar pressure, so when we turn this off, it might be a bit of a drop, but it should hold there, which it is. So if you're filling up and then as soon as you turn it off, it goes like that, you're like, shit, leak. So let's run back over to the main house. Are there radiators? I presume there's radiators in here. Yeah, there are. 1, 2, 3 that I can see just in a row there. 4. We might check them just to bleed them. 5. Okay, but we know that that's on a separate run, so we can see we got a 2-port valve on that manifold, so that should be fine because the pump hasn't been operating, so we've not been like pumping air around the system or anything stupid like that. Right, let's go bleed this one. So first off, do we have any leaks? Ooh, let's have a look. That's the joint I was worried about, so where it goes into that reducer. I can't see nothing. Ooh. Right, let's bleed it. Okay. Oh, it's full of air, full of water, sorry. Okay. It's already bled, so it would have just been a bit of pipe work, I think, and the pressure, so we'll check. We'll ask the customer if we can go around the rest of the property. Okay, so although it is definitely a bungalow, it does step up and step down. So I've checked everything apart. Oh, there we go, there's a nice tall one. So let's see if we've got any air in here. Nope. They've all been the same. They've all been full, so you sometimes get one where it pulls it out of it. We're looking for en suites really, or anywhere that there might be a towel rail. Bathroom. Here's a towel rail. So bleed, 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 bleed. Where is that? Okay. So, oh no, it is heating. Where's the bleed on that? Sorry, am I being thick? Did one of these come off? No. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't feel nothing on that. Oh, hang on a minute. There we go. Right, that completely threw me out that. I don't know what that cover is, but let's see. Nope. I like that though. Kind of smart. So the only real high points in a bungalow obviously is if you've got towel rails. This one's got, I think it's like 5 bathrooms. That's including obviously the en-suite. But yeah, no, they're all fine. Just sometimes you get one there where it draws and glugs away and it empties a bit, but right, that's taken me like half an hour just doing radiator. I should have counted, but there's an incredible amount of radiators. Have I been in here? Yeah, I already have. 0 wasted trips. We got stuff that can go back to the van, so I hate going in and out of places and not making myself useful. It's what I was taught as an apprentice. Never go anywhere empty-handed. Always have something in your hand. Whether that's something to take back, or something to bring, or a tool. Always have something in your hand. Oh. Right, I'll tell you what. Let's take some grips because we've got to do that air vent valve. So it's not an automatic one. which I prefer these. I prefer just the bog standard brass cap, easy. AAVs leak, they never work. They work the first time and that's it. So let me try and do that one. So I'm gonna do it by hand. Ugh, no, I'm gonna need some grips. Right, and put you, oh, look, there's a place for you up here. If you'll balance, stay lads. Oh. Yeah, bit of a, there you go. There's some water coming out. Tighten that back down. There you go, look. Lovely. There you go. Oh, I reckon there was an AAV there. That's why they've cut it and put a speed bit with one of them on. Bet you what you like. So all of that bleeding has taken us down to just under a bar. So gentle. You ain't got to rush with filling up. I see a lot of lads that are like full bore open. It's no good. You want to gently fill. Gently. I'm going to go for 1.2 bar. Well, 1.25, so quarter, 1 1/4. Because I tend to, and let's turn off this one as well. So the one on the on return, because that was open. So I mean, we should really remove the filling loop completely. So hot water draw off pump. We'll turn that back on, and we'll also open up this gate valve, and that is it. So all I will do is, although it's like one of the hottest days of the bloody year, I'm going to turn the heating up in there, just make sure everything gets hot. Then I'll be happy, because I won't have no callbacks in a couple of months' time. I say a couple of months, many months' time. Saying, you worked on it last and our heating's not working. Also, I was going to bleed in here, weren't I? Let's just, we'll see if we've got another towel rad in here somewhere. Let me have a little whip round it. Oh, but I've just, check these. Yeah, they're all fine. I'll tell you what, for the annex, I could bloody live in here. It's massive. Oh, I like it. It's private. Right. Yeah, I kind of like it. That's one thing with plumbers. We get full access. Full access to every room in the house. They won't bat an eyelid, do they? That's why you got to trust your plumber. Trust your plumber. Get a good recommendation. Take that back in for them. That key. That is it. Well, I'll keep that on me until I've tested the heating in here first. But yeah, just pack away, pack up my hoses. Get out of here. Right, I can go back on the van. I've had a real good tidy up and everything, so just got to literally put my hand on it, make sure it is hot, and then we can go home. And I think I want to treat myself to an ice cream on the way back, because I'm going roasting. Yeet! Right, the van keys, where are they? I've had to put it on max. Nice, sweet. Obviously we've had to put it up to absolute max because of the weather. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Now for me, it's my favourite part of the job, getting paid. Right, get paid, go home. Lovely. Right, see you on the next one. I've just pulled over just so you can see the place. So this is Compton Burney. So that is the it's kind of ooh, yeah, that's me, for fuck's sake. You can see there's like some water features and bits and bobs, but I'm a member of this place. So basically, it's a lovely, great big walk. It's a beautiful art gallery with some amazing art from 1600s, 1700s, and it goes all the way through. We've actually got like proper classic art, which is just absolutely stunning. And then if you go upstairs, you can see all the modern shit. So I say that sometimes, to be honest with you, they have some artists in that are absolutely phenomenal, some amazing exhibits, interactive exhibits and all sorts of cool stuff. And then sometimes you just go, who the fuck is paying this person to display this shit? You know what I mean? But that is that's the way of modern art, you see. But there's not a lot of that. They only have one exhibition of modern art. All the rest of it is classical, unbelievable stuff from 1700s. It's when they discovered the new world. They're discovering Italy and blah blah blah. It's a picture, you know what I mean? It's the closest you'll get to someone taking a photograph in 1700. How cool's that? Phenomenal as well. The scale of some of them pictures, I love it. If you're ever in Warwickshire, I highly recommend it. It's one of my favourite places to go. I go there, no joke, every Sunday. Alright, so Sundays I go for a walk all the way around with my little one. There's loads of stuff for kids, right? Loads of stuff for kids to do. A membership there, so if you are local, membership there is only 50 quid for a year. You can't beat that. You really can't. I think normal ticket price is like £20 per person or something. So for a membership, you just go whenever you like, any time. Really, really cool. Let's go get this ice cream. I need an ice cream, baby. I brought the biggest bag of bloody cans of pop going, so that because it's going to be hot and muggy all bloody evening now. So here's the ice cream. I didn't go for anything standard. I went for a orange refresher. Oh, that is refreshing. Don't edit me going. I don't know if there's any way I can't make that a bit. You know what I mean? No, I'm not doing it on camera. Okay, I'm not eating a lolly on camera. It ain't happening.